Does life keep throwing curveballs your way? Well, you need to grow a pair and adapt. That's what we're going to talk about today. What's going on, guys? My name's Sebastian, and this is my lovely wife,
Hi.
Cheyenne. In the stroller is Oliver. Hopefully he's going to go to sleep soon, and he won't ruin this video. And there's a bunch of geese, and there's planes around, so hopefully the audio is actually okay. But today what we're going to talk about is adaptability, taking punches, taking metaphorical punches, and going with the flow, and being fluid in every single situation. Because if you've been following us, you can kind of tell that a lot of things have changed in our life. A lot of things have kind of gone wrong, and we're still here. So, you want to take it over?
So basically what happened, if you've been following us, we were supposed to leave and hit the road a week before our lease was up. We got super screwed over by the van builder, and so we're now in Denver, which originally was not an ideal situation, but we are adapting. We have since come across new opportunities, and we're making the most of it. And that's really all we can do.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like she said, new opportunities. There's one opportunity that I can't really discuss yet because it hasn't really been figured out, but it's a really cool opportunity if it does happen. But because we stayed in Denver, because we chose this area near Dave and Lori's, who own Ebliss Warehouse, that opened up a whole new, let's say, maybe journey in our life if it goes well. Mm-hmm. Long story short, I was driving by, found a good gym. It's a fighting gym, and started talking to the owner, and yeah, cool things can happen with some video creation that's coming along soon. I'm actually filming a first video for them tomorrow, which is super exciting. So if you guys don't know, I want to become like a full-time content creator, which pretty much just means we want to shoot video. We want to shoot video for small businesses, help them get their message across to the public, and we want to teach normal people how to create content online so they can either monetize it, they can educate people, or just for fun. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And yeah, what else you got?
It's also helped us realize that living in a van is intimidating. Because
yeah,
we went from like a big beautiful townhome, we had a lot of storage, we had garage space, and so we thought we were hot shit because we sold all of our stuff. But then we moved into a really small hotel room and realized pretty quick, like, oh, this is really uncomfortable. And I'm a little bit nervous because, I mean, we have a baby, we have to worry about nap times and all that stuff. So it's helped us to it's almost like that in-between step of like going from a townhome to a van. It's helped us prep. It's helped us see what areas that we're uncomfortable with that we're gonna have to get used to. And in fact, it's all helped us to get on a very similar sleep schedule, which is great. And I would rather figure that out now than when we get into a van. So I feel like this whole thing is like a van initiation. And as much as it sucks, it's like really necessary.
Yeah, like listen, like we were really pissed off. We were really pissed off about a week and a half ago when we found out the builder screwed us and all this stuff. We're not gonna get into that. That part's over. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. But going from our home, our townhome, the city that we loved, which is Fort Collins, to moving to Denver, it was a culture shock because we both don't like big cities. We don't want to be in big cities, and Fort Collins was like the perfect little big city, if that makes any sense. So we were really pissed. We were really pissed that we were staying in a hotel room, but it's the perfect thing. Like she was saying, if we would have went from our huge townhome with all the stuff that we had into a van, we'd be miserable right now. We would be really way more miserable than we are right now. It would have been a huge shock. And right now it's just kind of like a small shock to move into a hotel room because we still have amenities and things like that. But the crazy thing is, we thought we got rid of everything we didn't need. Well, it was, let me tell you.
We get in a hotel room and we're like, why do we still have so much shit? Because we do.
Like, why did we keep so much stuff? Why did we keep plates and bowls and cups?
Minimalism is a journey, and I think that we're realizing that because we still have quite a bit of things that aren't entirely necessary.
Yeah, and if like you came to our house, or if you came to our hotel room and you saw how much stuff we actually had, most people would be like, you guys have nothing. But for us, it's like we have way too much, and it's just stressful. And we're minimalists. Like, we're getting down that path. Like, we plan on having very, very few things and just trying it out and seeing how that works. And it's a beautiful thing. But moving into this hotel room and adapting to a new situation opened that up for us. It showed us one more flaw that we had in this plan. When it comes to adapting, you need to be fluid. I don't care if it's in your relationships, in your business, and if you're an athlete. If your play is going wrong, you need to adapt and go left instead of right. Like, it doesn't matter. Adaptability pertains to every sort of aspect in life.
Yes, especially relationally. So things are going to happen that aren't going to be ideal, and I think that people's natural inclination is to take it out on the other person because you're frustrated. It's not great. I'm pissed. You're going to hear about it. But something that we have done really well is that we've tackled the problem together instead of coming at each other, and that has made adapting easy and predictable, and it's been safe for the both of us because, like, I know he's not gonna fly off the handle if things don't go our way. Same with me. So adaptability has a lot to do with working. It has everything to do with working as a team. If you're not gonna work as a team, like, curveballs being thrown your way, like, the situation's gonna be way worse than it needs to be. Figure it out together. It's way more fun that way anyway.
True. And talking about adaptability and curveballs and maybe miscommunications, when we were moving out, I originally thought that we had until Saturday to move out. And turns out we did have until Saturday to move out, but she told me the wrong information. So I was processing inventory in the garage last week, and she's like, hey, we actually have only 1 day left here. And yeah, so I had to kind of speed everything up and expedite everything, and we still had like a whole townhome full of stuff and inventory and tables and so much stuff that needed to be sold. Instead of in that moment being like, hey, like, you're stupid, and getting into an argument and fighting over it, we just both shut up, we did our thing, and we got rid of everything in one singular day. Instead of pushing it back another day, like, we just manned up. We got it done. That's adaptability. That is making things work and not making excuses. There's a lot of people in that situation, if their spouse came to them and they're like, hey, like, I told you the wrong thing, now we have to do 10 times more work in 1 day, they'd get in a huge argument. That's like probably 99% of relationships. They would get in a huge full-blown argument and probably nothing would get done. And then
that's the thing, it's a waste of time. Like, expending your emotional energy on getting pissed about something instead of figuring it out together is wasting time.
It's true. It's the problem is a lot of people have never done really hard things in their lives, which is a really big issue in America right now. We have a lot of sissies that are complaining about a lot of things. They don't know what real life experiences are, which is really unfortunate. And I think social media makes people entitled to a lot of things. And when they have to adapt to certain situations that may not be what they originally expected, because like right now, we're walking down this like Podunk Trail in Denver where like we should be in like Estes Park or like a national park, like somewhere beautiful, but we're not. And that's okay. I'm not angry. I'm still enjoying this. It's part of the process, and it's beautiful, and it's all these things. But a lot of people, if they weren't in Estes Park right now and they didn't have this van and it was perfect, they'd be so pissed and they'd be so sad and they'd be wallowing and bitching on social media and just complaining about everything. And it's not what we're doing. We're here making a video. Don't know why, but we're making a video. And we just want to make it very well known that we don't care about your excuses. We don't care because we've been through so much stuff and we've adapted through every single thing. And it's okay. It's okay to go through bad things and figure it out. Like you're supposed to go through bad stuff.
You can't control what's going to happen to you, but the thing that you can control is your attitude, and that's going to speak to like a lot to who you are as a person and how you handle adversity.
It's true. So, do hard stuff.
Always.
If something bad happens to you, don't let it get you down. Don't complain. I mean, you can complain a little bit on social media, but then move on. But yeah, just don't let it get you down because everyone's going through crap. No one cares about your problems. No one cares how tough your day is. Like, we're all going through it. Yeah. Drop a comment below if you think this video sucked. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button. And until next time we adapt, cheers.
Cheers.